Hi, thanks for clicking on the link to this video. Today, we're going to talk about how DevObsessed reduces the inefficient delivery loop with user experience. Before we dive into the rest of the video, let me introduce who we are. We're DevObsessed. We're a boutique consultancy in Omaha, Nebraska. Our consultants are senior and principal level full-time employees, and our clients range in size from startups all the way to Fortune 50. We have the ability to help you in a number of different practice areas, such as UX, platform, front end, back end, and AI adoption. We can help as individual consultants, or we can blend in with your team as well. My name is Brian Pope. I serve as the principal UX consultant at DevObsessed. I'm the guy that's always asking, what is our overall goal for this page, or what is our overall goal for this app? I help design high quality apps and also assist the development team in building effective applications for our clients. Today, we're going to talk about 4 common symptoms we see in our industry and how DevObsessed addresses these symptoms with user experience. Before we dive into these 4 symptoms, we just want to communicate that there is no silver bullet to these symptoms. Each solution must be tailored to that company and their unique dynamics. We chose these 4 because they're the most common, but we have seen a number of different symptoms and challenges when we walk in the doors of our clients. With the number of years of experience that we have at DevObsessed, we've seen a lot of different symptoms and know the best practices on how to solve them. The first symptom we'd like to talk about today is vague prioritization and specification. We do some exercises to understand what are the priorities at your company, what are the priorities with your user. We use both of these to guide the rest of our project and to create immediate value for you and your customers. The second thing we do is with vague specifications is we use mockups to help align the team, help communicate with that team on what are the consistent patterns, what are the consistent design things that we should do in this project. So the second symptom we see are delayed deployments. User experience helps out in a couple different ways to make those sprints more efficient. We use prototyping and mockups to go talk to users so we can make those updates and change, get their feedback, incorporate it into our designs before we even give it to developers in code. And the second thing is we can use those mockups, those prototypes to have really good discussions with our teams. They understand the intentions, the behaviors, the specific design specs. This helps align our team in making the sprints more efficient and consistent. The third symptom we'd like to talk about today are challenges with user acceptance and adoption. We use 2 common tools for this. The first one is user interviews. We'd like to go talk to our users, understand their needs. We individually interview them, gather that information, understand where the patterns of their responses are, and take that information back to the team. From those patterns, we ideate different solutions to the best way to handle those within the app. And then we put those back, like we talked about earlier, we put them back into prototypes or mockups and go test them with users to see if they understand our intent. The second tool is heuristic reviews. So if you have an existing application or website, you may have problems with user acceptance and adoption. We can run them through some usability principles and see if that interface, how that compares to those principles. Oftentimes, we can address potential usability issues with a quick layout changes. Our last symptom we'd like to talk about today are budget overruns. A lot of you are decision makers at your company. You're concerned about staying within your budget. You also want to know, how much are things going to cost and what do I get out of it? At DevObsessed, we're concerned with those exact same things too. We want to make sure you're satisfied with those at the project level, at the sprint level. We use user experience as a way of collecting information ahead of time, delivering a visual plan so our team, the company, the user can all align and the project runs effectively and efficiently. We do those. A couple of things we can do to help with those are early prototyping, so we can do high-level wireframes to understand how this whole project is going to work, what features need to be involved. Like we talked about earlier, we'll be talking to those users, so we want to understand what features they will gravitate towards. We can start estimating those with those high-level wireframes and get a better idea of how much this project's going to cost. A second thing we do is we use user acceptance testing. So even before we release our final product to the world, we're testing that with users. We're making sure that they get through workflows or finish different tasks without any bumps in the road. We go back and refine that if there is any problems, so we can alleviate any potential risk for having any problems after release. We want that release to be as smooth as possible. These are just four symptoms we see in our clients and a sampling of the tools we have at our disposal. We see all sorts of challenges that walk in our door and have a lot of experience with industry best practices. So, come talk to us. We know have a lot of knowledge on how to solve these things. We're not a one size fits all consulting company, and as a boutique consultancy, it's our goal to find the best solution for our clients. We invite you to schedule an appointment by clicking on the link below. Check out more of our services at devobsessed.com, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.